Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. So those who are sitting in the back, they requested if you can move forward. Inshallah, more adab, more respect we give to the talk, more Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give us ability to practice what is going to be said, inshallah. Okay. We don't consider this to be as a lecture, it is just a discussion, it is just a muzakara, it is just a reminder. All praises is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is the creator of the entire universe and whatever it contains. And everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created is the creation of Allah. Not only the things, whatever conditions that are coming in this world, they are also the creation of Allah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only Khaliq, Allah is the only creator, rest is all creation. And whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created in this world has a purpose. Nothing is without purpose. So if every small, minute, single thing has a purpose in this world, insan, that is called the best of the creation. لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ. That Allah is saying that I have created this insan in the best shape, in the best form, also has a purpose. إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ, just to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Mufassirin has written in the tafsir of this ayat, that here إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ mean إِلَّا لِيَعْرِفُونَ, is to recognize Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, recognition of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This holy month of Ramadan that is passing by, in which we have been hearing this again and again, that the purpose of this fasting is to achieve taqwa, the fear of Allah. In simple language you say fear of Allah. I'm going to explain that in a moment. And this book, the holy book that was revealed in this month, not only Quran, all the previous books, they also came in this month of Ramadan. All the Sahaif, Torah, Zabur, Injil, all these books came in this month of Ramadan. And what is the purpose of that? Is to achieve taqwa also. And the Quran starts, Surah Baqarah starts, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. Hidayat for those people who have taqwa. So now what we in English and simple plain language, what we say, taqwa means the fear of Allah. Now you tell me that if we are all sitting here, if a snake come in this room at this moment, what we will all do? Huh? We will run away, right? By looking at, because why? Because of the fear of a snake. So because of the fear of snake, we are running towards the snake or away from the snake. I'm not giving a lecture just to understand. Because of the fear of snake, are we going to get close to the snake or away from the snake? We're going to go away from the snake. Any person, any creation, any human that we fear, what we will do? We will run away. But then when we always say fear of Allah, so why the fear of Allah? We are not getting away, we are getting close to Allah. Every creation of Allah that we fear, we run away. But when we talk about the fear of Allah, we get close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is called. And what does taqwa mean? The ulama explained, taqwa mean that it brings you every single step that you're taking in your life, every single moment, that it brings you on the obedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and on the sunnah of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That every single moment you're aware, you have consciousness that my Allah is watching me, my Allah is hearing me, my Allah is with me. That is taqwa. That you're getting close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that is what is taqwa. That we recognize Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have to have, how many hearts Allah has given? Allah has given only one heart. Eyes are two, ears are two, right? Lips, right? Every body part that you see, but heart is only one. Because Allah is only one. That is why Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in one hadith, very ajib, that if I would have loved anyone in this world, the word if is there. If I would have loved anyone in this world, I would have loved Abu Bakr. Why? Why if? Because the love in the heart is only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have relationship with our parents, with our wife, with our kids, with our friends, with our relatives, with our neighbors. But the real love in the heart is only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is what we are going to achieve from this month of Ramadan also. And this is the lesson of Quran also. But now we want to use our own intellect. That is why Allah is negating everything first. How the Surah Baqarah is starting? Alif Lam Mim. No one knows the meaning of it. The Quran is starting. The Quran is beginning. The Quran is starting. Alif Lam Mim. No one knows the meaning of it. So what Allah is telling, you're all jahil, you're all illiterate, you don't know anything, listen to me what I'm saying. You don't know anything. Why are you trying to use your intellect? What I am telling you, use that. I'm telling you that there is no doubt in this book, and you have to achieve taqwa. You have to bring taqwa in your life. You don't know anything. In Surah Hadid, Allah is saying, Allah is swearing. You see, when you want to prove something to someone, what do you say? Urdu mein kya kehte hain? Main qasam khata hu. I swear. So now just to emphasize, just to prove, right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He needs to prove something to us, Allah doesn't need to swear. If Allah is telling you to do something, you say, we obey. Huwa al-awwal, wal-akhir, wal-zahir, wal-batin. Wa huwa bikulli shay'in alim. Allah is swearing in Surah Hadid 4 times. Awwal is Allah, akhir is Allah, zahir is Allah, batin is Allah. Allah is swearing 4 times, and then He's saying that all knowledge belongs to Allah. That knowledge of everything, it belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah knows everything. So now if Allah knows everything, He is telling us how to spend our life, how to live our life. You bring taqwa in your life, you bring tawakkul in your life, reliance on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And all the promises of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is with iman and amal salih. So the most important thing that we have to bring in our life, we have to work. I have to work on my heart, is to bring iman, is to bring taqwa, is to bring tawakkul, reliance on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then the actions will come into existence. Any verse you open, so many ulama might be sitting here, and you contact the ulama ikram, they will tell you, wherever Allah is talking about action means amal salih, which word is before that? Surah al-Asr, illa allazina amanu wa amilu salihat. Amanu wa amilu salihat. Iman is connected with amal. For sure, ilm will guide you. What is right, what is wrong. Ilm won't put you in action. Ilm will never put you in action. You see, a person knows that he's not supposed to lie, he's not supposed to look at non-mahram stranger woman, or women should not look at strange men, but still it is happening. Clear verses of Surah Nur, but it is still happening. So many commands of Allah in Quran, but they are not in action. Ilm is there, but iman is not there. When iman gets to that level, that ilm, you see, what does it mean? We should not have ilm? We should not get ilm? No, we should get ilm, but we need to develop that level of iman, so whatever ilm we're getting will bring that ilm with iman into action. So that power of iman is needed. For that power of iman, we need to look at the life of Sahaba. What was their iman? What is iman? Look in the dictionary. Iman is to believe on the saying of someone on his trust, without any daleel, without any proof that you believe. A doctor tells you have diabetes, so now you're not going to ask him to prove me, show me the sugar, show me the diabetes. You prove. It is proved by the doctor, and you don't ask for any daleel. You don't ask for any proof. Someone comes in the room and tells you that 2 buses got into accident and 50 people are dead. Right away, what we'll say? Inna lillah. We have not seen the accident, but we have belief on the saying of that person. It means we have iman on the saying of that person, that we believe on his saying without seeing, without proof. This is the iman that is desired. We all say, man, I have iman, I have iman. One iman is mawjood, one iman is matloob. One iman is present, one iman that is desired. That was the iman of Sahaba Karam radiyallahu anhum ajma'in, the way they used to believe on the saying of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Abu Zar Ghifari radiyallahu anhu, he was such a Sahabi that he was alone in the outskirts of Medina, alone in a place with his wife and daughter, and about to pass out, about to leave this world. And the wife was so worried and pareshan that what is going to happen, that I'm alone, I won't be able to take care of your janaza, tajheez or takfeen, your burial and everything. How I'm going to do this? Abu Zar Ghifari radiyallahu anhu, it shows the iman of Abu Zar Ghifari radiyallahu anhu. Now he's narrating a story that once 10 of us, 10 Sahaba, he didn't mention that 10 of us, we were present in the gathering of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and when Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was talking to us, he said, one of you. He didn't mention the name. He said, one of you will live the life of abstinence, zahid, with zuhud. And when he's going to leave this world, he's going to be out in outside some place, outside of city, alone. And when he will leave this world, a jamaat of Muslimin, a Sahaba, whatever, they will come and they will take care of his janazah salat, they will bury him and they will lead his janazah salat. So now Abu Zar Ghifari is saying that out of 10, 9 of them have already left this world. No ka intakal ho chuka hai. I'm the only one. So now he said, I believe on the saying of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that is me. If I leave this world, go to that place on top of the hill, you will see someone will come, because the saying of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is haqq. The saying of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is haqq. It will happen, it has to happen. And while he was leaving, and while he told his wife, when you go there, and he told his daughter also, and wife, to cook some food also. He used to slaughter this goat, baby goat, and cook some food, because when I leave this world, I will pass out. So you won't have time to cook the food, and then you have to do the ikram of the guest also. So the food got prepared, and the wife goes there, and after his death, he passes away. So now she sees some horsemen were coming. And who was the Amir, who was the leader of that group? Abdullah ibn Masud radiyallahu anhu, another Sahabi. He is coming, he was in the front. As soon as he saw there's a lady, a woman, she's standing there, they stopped and asked. Now she's narrating the story. Say everything is sacrificed for Abu Zar Ghifari radiyallahu anhu. They came, they took care of the jheez and takfeen, the burial, and they led the janazah salat and they left. So what we learn from this story, the iman of Abu Bakr, Abu Zar radiyallahu anhu, and all the Sahaba on the saying of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Story of Mi'raj. This is the lesson that we get from Mi'raj. Now Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has gone up there, and when he came back, now he's telling everyone. Some doubt was present in everyone's heart, but when this news came to Abu Bakr radiyallahu anhu through Abu Jahl, so he believed. So he's not paying attention to nazar, what he sees. He's not paying attention to the nazar, what he sees. He's paying attention to the khabar, the news. With nazar, khabar dena wala koi bhi ho, hai? Khabar kiski aa rahi hai? The news is coming about Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So that is why all Sahaba are Siddiq, truthful. But Abu Bakr is Siddiq Akbar. Sabse bade sache. Siddiq Akbar, Abu Bakr. Because of what? Because of his iman. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told, so many pious people at today's time, how many pious people left, even came after Sahaba, and how many were present while Abu Bakr was alive. But Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told that the iman of my whole ummah, he said, the iman of my whole ummah is on one side, iman of Abu Bakr is on one side. Iman of Abu Bakr is on one side, iman of the whole ummah is on one side. Allahu Akbar. Hai? He said that I have paid back the favors of everyone, but I couldn't pay back to Abu Bakr. Allah will pay him back. What he has done for me is because of his iman, is because of his action. So my dear brother, Allah has given these three basic concepts. One is Tawheed, to bring the reality of La ilaha illallah, and with this Muhammad Rasulullah. The second concept is of Risalat, the prophethood, and then the Akhirah. We are lucky that we are in the ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the most beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most beloved. In the same story of Mi'raj, when he went to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then, oh Allah, you have given different things to different special miracles, or different special titles, or something special is given to different prophet. Oh Allah, what is for me? Ibrahim, oh Allah, Ibrahim is your Khalil, your friend. Musa is your Kalim, Kalimullah, who talks to you, who used to talk to you. Isa is Ruhullah. And different special things given to different prophets. Oh Allah, what is for me? Who is asking this? Rasulullah asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, oh Allah, what is for me? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Rasulullah, what I have given you today, I have not given to any other prophet before. That today I have connected your name with my name, it will never be disconnected. La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu anna Muhammadur Rasulullah. You open the verses of Quran, they ask ulama karam. Surah Tawbah starts, Bara'atum minallahi wa rasulihi. Go to 3 verses after, Azanum minallahi wa rasulihi. Tu'minuna billahi wa rasulihi. Where the name of Allah comes, the name of Rasulullah has to come. Allah has connected His name with the name of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that can never be corrected. So if we want the closeness of Allah, there is no other way other than following the ways of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The most beloved, who has done the most favor. Ajib thing I remember, in Quran, you see, Allah has done so many things for us. So many things. So many things, so many favors of Allah. But in Quran, Allah is never saying that this is the favor I have done for you. This is what I have given to you. This clothing, this food. For sure, everything is given by Allah. But Allah is not saying, that I have done this for you. But when Allah is saying that I have sent Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as a prophet to you, He say, I have done favor to you that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to you as a prophet. Only when Allah is talking about Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that I have done favor to you, that I am sending Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to you as a prophet, and so many things He has done for this ummah. While He was alive, He has done. At the time of His death, who remembers anyone at the time of death? No one. You see? No one. At the time of the death of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Jibreel alayhi salam comes. He comes to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He says, Israel is waiting outside for you. And he's asking for permission for you to come in. That if you allow me, that he can come in. Israel alayhi salam, angel of death, has never asked anyone and will never ask anyone till the day of judgment. The only personality was Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Not coming in to take the soul, just coming in just to talk to him. So now he said, permission granted. Israel alayhi salam comes in, then he asks. That Allah is asking that as long as you want, you can live in this world. But if you're ready to go, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also wants to meet you. Now what he's saying at that time, what was the fikr and what was the concern of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam at the time of death? About Ali radiyallahu anhu, about Fatima, about Hassan, about Hussein? No one. The concern was about you, concern was about me. I'm going to reply back to you, answer to you, go and first find out from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala what He will do with my ummah after my death. First, I want Him to make this decision for my ummah, then I'll make my decision whether I have to stay or whether I have to leave. Go first find out. So Israel Islam leaves and goes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that go give him a message that I'm not going to leave your ummah alone. I'm not going to leave. Then he said, now today I'm satisfied and I'm ready to leave. And the ulama explained the sins that we are committing at today's time, Allah would have turned us into animals. But this is only the barakat and dua of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that we are still alive, we are still moving as humans, but acting as animals. Acting as animals, because Allah is saying, Ulaika kal anam bal hum adal, that those who are not on deen, meaning more or less, they are not animals, they are worse than animals. But for sure, on the other side, if we bring our life on Islam, on the obedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, on the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then our level will go even above angels. Worse side, you will go worse than animals. On the good side, your level can go even above angels. What is the proof? Same story of Miraj. I just remember that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is going with Jibreel alayhi salam, and the point comes where I called Sidratul Muntaha. Now Jibreel alayhi salam said that I cannot take a step ahead from here. Now Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam went above that. So his level was even above Jibreel alayhi salam. So the one who will bring his life, this is where Allah will take him. This is the second concept. So many favors that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has done to us. This is what he did at the time of his death. And on the day of judgment, he is standing next to the bridge of Sirat. For who? He has the key to Jannah. The first one is the first person to enter into Jannah. So why he is standing there? Where the book of deeds are going to be weighed, why he is standing there? For you, for me, for all of us, that what is going to happen to my ummah? We have heard this other day also, that all the prophets on the day of judgment, they will be so scared. Prophets will be scared. That all these prophets, by looking at the day of judgment, they will be saying, Ya Rabbi nafsi, nafsi. Nafsi means what will happen to me? What will happen to me at this day, at this time? When right now sun is 93 million miles, on the day of judgment it will be only 1 mile distance. So even prophets, Adam alayhi salam, Ibrahim alayhi salam, Nuh alayhi salam, Musa alayhi salam, Isa alayhi salam, All prophets will be saying, Ya Rabbi nafsi nafsi, oh Allah save me, we don't care about anyone. Only one personality. About whose sunnah we just take it so easy. People ask this question, is it sunnah? It's not farz, right? It is not farz. You present some bottle or some glass to someone, outside is dirty, outside has curry also, mirchi also, salan also, everything, and you're presenting, inside is clean, and you present to someone, so he will refuse to drink, he will refuse to take it. Why? Because it's dirty. But you tell him, inside is clean, water is clean, and water is not touching the outside part, it's touching the inside part. No, it can be. So you say, no, we have to be just Muslim from the heart, from inside, outside we can be like anyway. It doesn't work like this. We have to bring every sunnat of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that is more beloved to Allah than the 7 heaven and the 7 earth, whatever it contains. 7 heaven, 7 earth, whatever it contains, destroys, finishes, no harm, nothing will happen. Leaving one sunnah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is more destruction than that. That was the love of Sahaba Karam radiyallahu anhum ajmain with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and with his ways. And the focus, the third concept was akhirat, because their focus was akhirat. Our focus is dunya. Why? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in one hadith, the root to all the evils is the love of this world. The root to all the evils is the love of this dunya. So we have to leave dunya? You have to leave the dunya completely? No. Dunya should be in our hand. Deen and this iman, amal and kalma should be in our heart. Sahaba were doing business. Sahaba were doing business also. Sahaba, they were doing farming also. Different professions. But kalma, iman, deen was in their heart. And that was the only reason that so many commands of Allah, we're talking about month of Ramadan, talking about Quran, so many commands of Allah, so many surahs, so many verses came because of Sahaba. Abasa wa tawalla, it came because of one Sahabi, Abdullah ibn Maktoum radiyallahu anhu, who was a blind Sahabi. Blind Sahabi, because of him this surah was revealed. There's no time to go in detail why it was revealed. Qad sami Allah, 28 juz starting Surah Mujadala came because of one Sahabiya, Khawla binte Thaliba radiyallahu anha. Surah Nisa, La Yastawil Qa'idun, these verses came about because of one handicapped Sahabi, Amr bin Jamuh radiyallahu anhu. And many verses of Quran came because of only Umar radiyallahu anhu. We are talking about read Quran. Quran is revealing, Quran is coming down because of Sahaba, because they changed their focus. One Sahabiya, she came. Say, Ya Rasulullah, that whenever Allah is saying in Quran, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, O people of Iman, for sure Allah is talking about men also and the women also. But specifically, it doesn't say about women. This was her concern. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed one complete verse in Quran. Surah Ahzab, ayat number 35. Innal muslimina wal muslimat wal mu'minina wal mu'minat wal qanitina wal qanitat was sadiqina was sadiqat was sabirina was sabirat wal khashi'ina wal khashi'at wal mutasaddiqina wal mutasaddiqat was sa'imina was sa'imat wal hafizina فروجهم والحافظات والذاكرين الله كثيرا والذاكرات أعد الله لهم مغفرة وأجرا عظيما. So 10 qualities of a believer, 10 qualities. Surely Muslim men, Muslim women, believer men and believer women, obedient men, obedient women, truthful men, truthful women, those men who have patience, those women who have patience, those men who have fear of Allah, those women who have fear of Allah, those men who give charity, those women who give charity, those men who protect their private parts, those women who protect their private parts, those men who do the zikr of Allah so much, and those women who do the zikr of Allah so much. Forgiveness and great reward for them. Great reward for them. Just because of one Sahabiya, this verse was revealed. And now in this, Allah is mentioning about the men also and the women of this ummah also. So my dear respected brother, they made their connection strong with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Our connection with Allah is weak. So what we need to do, the days and Ramadan is about to end very soon. So we need to, I mentioned this last Sunday also, and I told, the first step that we need to take is to ask Allah for forgiveness. You have a cup in which there is something, some water, and you want to drink milk. You need to remove water first, then you put milk to drink. All that dirt, the love of dunya, and everything that is in our heart of makhluk, that we need to take out by asking Allah for forgiveness. Oh Allah, please forgive me. Oh Allah, please forgive me. When this heart becomes clean, then whatever action we'll try to do, we'll try to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we'll try to follow the way of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we make intention in the month of Ramadan, Allah will give us ability to do it for the entire year. Because there is only one way. There's only one way that is there. And in Quran, this is the last thing I'm going to mention, wherever Allah is talking, you see these two words always come together, Zulumat and Nur. Many verses, after Ayatul Kursi you see this, beginning of Surah Ibrahim also, in many different places you see Zulumat, Nur. Zulumat is a plural, so many darknesses, so many. Nur means one, light. So many darknesses are there out in the world, but there is only one Nur. Why is Allah not using plural, Anwar, right? Why is Allah using one? Because there is only one way to success. Zulumat, darkness is everywhere. Everything is darkness. Everything is leading us away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But Nur is only one, is to bring our life on the command of Allah, on the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and being in the ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to develop this concern about the entire ummah, to save the entire humanity from the hellfire. How many people are living every day from this? I told you I'm going to mention last thing, but I just remember this last point. How many people, statistics shows, how many people? 300,000 people living every day. 300,000. 300,000 people living this world every day. And 7 billion population, 1.5 billion non-Muslim, 7 billion total population. So almost 5.5 billion are non-Muslim, 1.5 are Muslim. Now if you compare that, if 300,000 are living, 300,000 new babies are coming every day. So if you compare that and put that value together, do all the calculation, every day those 300,000 people are living this world, 200,000 plus non-Muslim are living. Haji? Yesterday was July 11th. So yesterday 200,000 non-believers who left this world, they have gone to that part of the hellfire, from there they can never come out. Can you imagine that? So many, you see, you'll find so many, some windows are there, exits are there. There is the exit. You can get out from this building from so many places. But 7 levels of hell, 6 of them have no exit. 6 of them have no door. 6 of them have no exit. Only one, that is called Jahannam, has exit to come out. But for how many million and million of years? A person who leave this world while doing major sin has to stay there. So that Jahannam is for those Muslims who live this world while doing major sins. They will stay there for a long period of time. Rest of the 6, in which the highest level is called Hawiya, which is also in Quran. فَأُمُّهُ هَاوِيَةٌ وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا هِيَ نَارٌ حَامِيَةٌ. This is also in Quran. This is for munafiqeen. So those 6 levels are for those people, they will go there, can never come out. So our concern, being in the ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, understanding the concept of Tawheed, Risalat and Akhir, we have to bring our life completely on the obedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and on the obedience on the tariqah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and have to have this concern that how all the humanity who are coming till the day of judgment can be saved from the hellfire, and they can enter into Jannah. And we have to make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala use us and all of us for the guidance of the entire mankind. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give first of all me ability and all of us to practice what has been said, inshallah. Subhanallah.